Hey, what's up? It's Alex again with another devlog. And guess what? I made a farm. I created the skeleton for what will soon become the pocket farm. As of now, you're able to pull up and put away the farm by pressing the Y button, as well as planting and advancing phases of the crops. I made sure to make the farmable items inherit from items already included in the top-down engine. This means that the crops you grow will already interact correctly with the inventory that's already in the game. These crops have an array of sprites which correspond to different phases in a plant's growth. You're able to plant a crop by pressing A and advance their phase by pressing A again. For the actual scene, I created it with a tile map. I made rule tiles that spawn buttons and represent soil you can plant crops in. I also made a UI bar at the top to show which farmable object is currently selected. I want the player to be able to access the pocket farm from anywhere in the game. In order to do this, I am loading the level additively from the gameplay manager scene, as this scene is present whenever we are controlling the character in a top-down situation. This was only possible because I had previously split my game up into different manager scenes and level scenes. This was a process outlined in the Chop Chop example, and it took a little bit to get used to, but has proven to be extremely useful, as it allows me to edit all of my management scripts in one scene that is present in all of my levels. It also allows me to keep my levels as lightweight as possible, containing only spawn locations, tile maps, and any specific NPCs that are needed for that specific scene. Another technique I'm using from the Chop Chop example is the use of scriptable objects as event channels. I may have mentioned these before, but they are extremely useful, especially when your scenes are all broken up. These event channels are scriptable objects that raise Unity events. Scripts I use either broadcast or listen to these event channels. This is extremely useful when listening to a certain event, like when a scene is fully loaded, or when we want to load a new location. For instance, I actually delay the on-scene ready event when loading a procedural level until after the procedural level is fully done setting up, as this event spawns the player and triggers the level transition screen to fade. My level transitions are completely run by these event channels. I've also expanded the hub world, creating a throne room and a store. I still have plans to build a PvP area, but for now, that feature is way far out. Also, I added functionality so that the player appears at the entrance or exit that logically makes sense when leaving and entering locations. Lastly, I put in some more work on my procedural levels. I added extra UI to the adventure guide, so now you're able to choose which procedural world you would like to go to. Since there is only one procedural world, I've added the desert zone. If you're interested in seeing more, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.